One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point, it's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again to Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down.
Hey, 626. Zoom.
Lots 56. Let's go, defense.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Pettis. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Strip that ball.
Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers to throw. Forced out to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. This will be fielded at the 17. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
56, Mike, 56. What's the ball?
56, Mike, 56, right there. Get 300, get 300.
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Jim.
61, matchbox lights. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Jones breaking from the contact. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First down.
Check 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch, switch.
Jim, Jim.
I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Over. Look at this.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Come on, D. 11. 51.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And do you believe this? It's a safety, and the ball game is over. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.